Hello, welcome to the sharing session of Klook Event Merchant System. In this sharing session, we will introduce how you can use Klook Event Merchant System to create and publish your event on Klook and then promote it. In this session, we will divide it into 5 steps. The 5 steps are also the steps that you will need to go through when you are using our system to create and promote your event on Klook. The 5 steps include sign up, create event, review and optimization, publish event, and last, edit and update. Okay, let's get started with the first step, which is how you can sign up as a Klook event merchant through our system. When you are exploring Klook website, you will find different merchant sign up entrance. And in the end, if you are choosing to sign up as a Klook event partner, and also maybe you will be jumping to this page, which is a Klook event promotion page. You will also receive this page URL link in any materials that we share to you. So when you get into this page, you will see a orange button here called Get Started. Then once you click it, you can start it to sign up as an account. So let's get started. Okay, at first, you will choose either to use your email address or phone number to sign up to be the account. After you input your email address and phone number, then you will go to the next step, which requires you to input some information about your account. First, you need to input some information about your company, including your company name, your company region, company address. And then you need to read through and agree a small clause, and then go to the next step. Then you will need to input some information about the contact person, including the name, the email address, the phone number, the job title, and also the preferred language that you want to use to communicate with Klook. Also, you need to tick the clause about this contact info, and then you can click the Save and Continue button. Then you will see a brief contract here that you need to read through. This contract is mainly about you granting the right for Klook to publishing all the event-related information to the customer, and also the event submitter need to take responsibility for all the information and the content that you publish to the Klook customers. You can click the download button or the zoom in button to see more details about this contract. And once you have read it through, you can then click to agree with the contract, and then you can submit the sign-up process to finish the account sign-up. Once you click the submit button, you will receive the notification email within several minutes. Once you receive the sign-up successful email, you will then have the URL link within that email that guides you to the login page, which is this page. Then you can use the email address or the phone number that you used to sign up the account to log in. So here, let's use a test account for better demonstration here. Okay, once you have logged in, this will be the main page that you will first look in the Klook merchant system. On the right top side, you can choose the language that you want to use of the system. And then On left-hand side, there are the main features that you can use for the Klook merchant system. What you need to do next is to click My Activities and then the Events Management. Then you can jump into the main page of how you can manage all the events that you want to promote on Klook. In this page, you can see there are mainly two parts. The top part is the search engine bar tool that can help you to quickly identify and find the events that you have previously created in the Klook system. You can use the event ID, event title, or the event status to help you to find the event. And at the bottom side is the event list. It will show all the events that you have been created in the Klook event system. Okay, then you can also see there are two main buttons on the right-hand side, which is the operation guide and the create event. For the operation guide, it's the link for you to quickly find the guidebook document that we prepare for you. Once you click, you will jump into the document, and you will first need to choose the language version, whether you want to use the Chinese version or the English version. And once you click, you will jump into the guidebook. In this guidebook, it will introduce every details of how you can use our event system. Okay, let's get back to the event system. The second main button is called Create Event. Once you click the Create Event, it will start it to the next step, which is the second step, Create Event. Okay, let's start at the second step. Once you click the Create Event, you will then first need to choose the language version that you want to publish, and the customer will see it. For example, let's take English as an example. Once you confirm the language, you will then jump into the event creating page. Within this page, you will need to input all the event information that you want to publish to the on Klook and let the customer to see it. Within this page, there are 6 modules, and you need to fill in the 6 modules to finish all the event creating process. And within this page, you will see some blanks with the red marks here, which those blanks with the red marks means they are the information that is the must field information. So you can only publish the event that have filled in all the must field information. If you haven't filled in all the must field information, you cannot choose to publish your event. Okay, let's use an existing event in the system for better demonstration here. Okay, let's talk the module one by one. First, let's talk about the basic setting module. Within this module, you need first input the event title, which is the event name. And then you need to choose the event format. As you can see that we're dividing different events into different event formats in Klook. So what does this format means? When customers are exploring and viewing events on Klook page, they will see our event vertical page like this. And as you can see, there is a filter function here, including all the event formats here. Customer can use this filter to help them to quickly identify and find the events that we want to looking for. For example, if a customer wants to find the concert that is happening in town. Then he or she can use to click the filter with concert. It will automatically show all the concert event that is happening in town. And if he or she wants to find an exhibition, same the same that he or she need to click the exhibition filter to help him to identify all the exhibition events here. Okay, so let's get back to the system. So which means in here, you need to identify which event format your event is belongs to. But if you are not sure about the event format, don't worry. We actually prepare this event format introduction and the guidebooks and guidance in our guidebooks. So in this chart, you will see the detailed explanation of each format with several examples. So whenever you are not sure about the event format of your events, you can refer to these format charts. Okay, then the last blanks of the basic setting is actually online registration and ticketing URL, which means if your event are selling tickets online or asking the customer to register your event online, you can then input that website URL here. So once you input the URL here, customer will be able to find the URL on the event page. Okay, let's take this event as an example. As you can see that on the right-hand side, there is a big orange button called Join Event. This button will be activated once you have input the URL link within the link that we mentioned. Customer who have reviewed this event and has interested to participate in event, they can choose to click this button to directly go to the website link that you offer to purchase the ticket or register for your event. Okay, let's come to the second module, which is the event location. Within this module, you need to first choose whether your event is held online or offline. If your event is an online event, you just need to choose the countries or the cities that your online event is covering. And if your event is an offline event, you will first need to choose the happening country and city, and then you can choose to fill in the venue name if your event is happening in a specific venue. And then you will need to fill in the detailed address of your event. Last, there's a blank called map positioning, which will help you to map your address to the Google Map. So what you need to do here is just to copy the previous detailed address that you just filled in the previous blank and paste here. The Google Map will help you automatically find the right position. And then you just need to click the positioning. You will see that the map will automatically help you to find the position. And what customers will see in the event page is here. You can see the location part. The customer will see the venue name, the detailed address, and also the map position that you just input in a map positioning blank to help them to direct them to the position that is of the events. Okay, let's go to the next module, which is the time of the event. In this module, you will need first to fill in the event date that the event is happening. You can choose to input a single event date or a continuous event period. And if your events are happening in different day periods, don't worry. You can add different event date periods here as well. And there are there are other two optional blanks here as well. So if your event have a specific event timing, you can then fill in the detailed event timing here. For example, if your event have different weekday and weekends, then you can fill in the time that is happening started in weekday and the started time in weekends separately, and the customer will see it. And for the event duration, you will need to fill in how long this event will last. For example, like the event will last for 2 hours, 3 hours, or maybe half an hour. And what customer will see on the front end is at this section about date and time. So customer will see the day range and also the detailed time you just fill in the module, time module. Okay, then that's the time module. Let's go to the next part, which is the event banner module. Within this module, you will see that in Klook event system, we have two different types of banners. One is a vertical banner, and the other one is the horizontal banner. So let's introduce where you will see these two types of event banners. First, let's go to the event detail page. As you can see, in this event detail page, it will show the vertical banner at the top of this page. And then in our event vertical page, we just mentioned previously, where customer will try to explore and finding events in this page. In this page, we will also use the vertical banners. So where we exactly use the horizontal banner is in the last case that in some cases, customer will know what exactly or what specific types of event they're looking for. They may use our search engine. So if they are trying to search the events by using the search bar, they will see the search result. All the events will be listed with the horizontal banners. Okay. But some of you may thinking that you may only have one version of the event banner, what you can do with it. So don't worry. So even though you just have one version of the event banner, you can just upload one version of it. For example, if you are saying that you only have the horizontal version of the banner, you can then upload the horizontal version of banner. And then you can choose to crop a small part of it to be the vertical banner. You can copy this part and click the save button. Then it will help you to copy that specific part to be the vertical banner of this event. And then you can click the button, which is copy the vertical banner to the horizontal banner. It will then help you to directly use the original picture to be the horizontal banner here. Okay, let's go to the next module, which is the About event. Within this module, you will need to input all the introduction details of the event to help the customer to understand what exactly your event it is. Okay, let's go through one step by step. First, you will need to choose which type of entry fee your event is requiring. Is your event a free event or it's a paid event? Or it's a paid event, but under some cases, you haven't confirmed the pricing yet. You can also choose to become announced here first, and then when your pricing has been confirmed, then you can later add it to the paid events as well. And if you have choose paid events, then you will need to choose the currency of the event ticket. And then you also need to fill in the fee of the price of the ticket. If your event have different types of pricing, then you just need to input the lowest price and the highest price here. For example, if you have 3 types of your ticket, and you just need to type in the lowest one, maybe let's take an example is 10 Singapore dollar, and then the highest one is 50 Singapore dollars. So you just need to input these 2 price here. And if your event only has 1 price, then you just need to input the price into the lowest price and leave the highest price as blank. Okay, what the customer will see about the price is here. Above the join event button, they will see the detailed price of the event. Okay, let's continue. Then you will see the event tag. The event tag is some text that's similar to the hashtag that you can use in the Instagram. It will help the customer to quickly identify what selling point or what the features of the event. As you can see in our event vertical page, under each event card, within each event card, there are 2 gray blanks. These 2 gray blanks are the event tags. As you can see, they are showing some features or some special selling points of the events. For example, like the clowns, performance, Marina Bays. It will help the customer to quickly understand the features of the event and attract the events that are target some specific features. We'll also provide some tips here for you to guide you how to fill in the event text. Okay. Next, well, it's about the event details. In this part, you will need to write down all the event details that you want to tell to the customers. Normally, it will include the introduction of the event, the pricing information, the TNC as well, and some other related information as well. And within this editing tool, you can choose to edit your content into different paragraph, different heading, or paragraph titles. And if you want to list some information into different sequence or just listing them out, you can use the bullet point or the number list function as well. And if you have some links that you want to share to the customer to see more information, you can also use the hyperlink to insert some website links within the content. To help you better present your event, you can also choose to upload some images here for you to demonstrate and present your event in a better way. Okay. After the event details, you can then go to the About Organizer. In this part, you can choose to upload some information to introduce about the event organizer if you do want the customer to know more about the event organizer. But if not, you can also choose to skip this part as well. And the editing tool is similar as the previous tool that you use for the event details. Okay, then the last part of this module is the gallery. The gallery will show in this part of the event page that the customer can choose to click to zoom in this picture to see the details. So you can choose to upload any pictures that you want to show to the customer to let them know more details about the event. And also, all the pictures that you upload in the event details part will also be scenic here. And if you do not want to show some of the pictures, you can choose to delete them. And you also can choose to edit and change the sequence of the pictures. Okay, let's go to the last part, which is the SEO module. The last module, SEO module, actually are not a must-fill module. SEO means that SEO information means that those information can help you to optimize and get a better, higher ranking in search engine. So if you are familiar with this part, you can choose to fill in all the SEO information by your own. But if you are not, it's also okay. Once you submit, you can just leave the SEO module part as blank and submit your event. And during the review process, our SEO specialist will help you to finish the SEO information as well, to help you to get a better SEO ranking in the search engine. Okay. Once you have finished all these 6 modules of the event editing, you can then click the save button to save all the information you just added. You can also choose to save in the middle of your editing if you have some urgent things on hand that happens urgently. Okay, so once you click the save button, and if the system have detected that you have filled in all the must-fill information, it will ask you whether you want to submit the event for review right now or later. If you are confident, if you have finished all the event information, you can choose to submit right now. But at this moment, let's click the back to event manage and submit later for better demonstration. Okay, so once you have clicked the back into the event manager button, you will then go back to this page, which is the event manage page. You can also enter the page by clicking the manager button under that specific event. For example, if you have created this event, and you can find this event under the event list, and then you can click the manage button here. Then you will enter this page as well. Within this screen, you are able to see that some information about the event, including the latest update time, the language version, the event titles, and also the event status. So as you can see that the event page status of this event is ready now, which means that you have already filled in all the must-fill information of the event. But if you haven't filled in all the must-fill information, it will show dropped here. And if the event is under the dropped status, there will be no submit review button. This button will only be shown once your event is on the ready status. Okay, if your event has been ready, then you can click the submit review button for to go to the next step, which is the third step called review and optimization. In this step, once you submit the event for review, our Klook staff will help you to check whether you have chosen the correct event format, and also check there is any inappropriate or sensitive information that are not appropriate to show to the Klook customers. And also, as we mentioned previously, our SEO specialists will help you to optimize the SEO information of your event. Okay, so once you are ready, let's click the submit review button. And you click confirm, you will submit. But be noted that once you click the submit review button, you will no longer be able to edit the event content anymore until it's finished the review process. But if there's any cases, so after you submit the event for review and you do find some information that you want to edit, what to do then? Under that circumstance, you will see a button here called withdraw the review. Then you can click the button to withdraw the review first and then edit the information that you want to change. And once done, you can then submit a review for the event again. Okay. You can also note that the event page status here, once you submit a review, the event status will change to pending. And after the review process is done, there will be two different results. If your event has been approved successfully through the review process, your event will be published directly. Then you will see your event is under published status here, and the customer will be able to see your event on the Klook as well. And if your event is unfortunately rejected by us, you will see the event status will be rejected here. And you can click the status history to see the detailed reason why your event is rejected. If you do find your event is rejected, please read through the reason and then edit your event again according to the rejection reason we offered. Then once you edit the content, you can then submit for review again. And also, before you submit or during the submission, you will be able to click this event link here to see the preview page of your event, to see what customer will see in the event page of your events. Okay, actually that covers those two parts, including the review and optimization and also the publish event. As once your event has been approved through the event process, it will be published directly, automatically to the customer. Okay, then let's talk about what you may face after your event is published. Sometimes, after the event published, you still need to edit some event content information of your event page. Under that case, you can then still find your event in the event list and then click the manage button. And then you can still click the content edit button to edit your event content again. But be noted that under that circumstance, when you want to edit your event for published events, once you have finished the updating, you will see that your events will be turned into ready status again, but with a small hint here. If you do find your event is under this status, actually there are two versions for events existing right now. One is the online version, which is the previous content that is showing to the customer right now. And the other version is the version that you just added the content. Because if you have added the content of a published event, you still need to submit the edit content for Klook for review again before it's seen and published to the customer. So under this case, you will have two versions of the event. You will need to submit the latest edited version to Klook for review again. And once it's passed the review, it will then sync to the online version. Before that, customer will still see the old version. And Another action that you may take is the unpublished event. Sometimes you may face the case that you may do not want to publish your event on Klook. But under that case, we will introduce some different cases. First, it's about what if your event had been canceled or delayed or rescheduled due to some force majeure. Under that case, actually, we do not suggest you to unpublish your event directly, because according to our data findings, we find that customers under that cases are actually urged to know the latest information about the event, especially for those customers who have purchased the tickets. So for that case, we strongly recommend you to edit and add those latest information about how you will all handle those reschedule or cancel tickets, and upload all this information into the event page to show to the customers. So for this case, we do not recommend you to unpublish the activity directly. And the second case is, what if your event has been ended and expired? For that case, you don't need to worry and you don't need to take any actions, because our system will detect the event date automatically. If your event has been ended, it will then not be shown to the customer anymore. So the only reason that you need to unpublish your event on Klook is the case that before the event is ended, and for some reason you do not want to publish your event on Klook, then you can choose I don't want to publish on Klook or the others, and then input the reason that you want to unpublish the event and click the confirm. The event will be automatically unpublished directly. Okay. Then I think that will be the last part of our introducing of our event system. Oh, the last part. If your event, as we mentioned that at the previous, when you click the creating event, you will need to choose the language. And if you have already created one language version of your event, and then you want to create another language version, so you can enter the event manage screen, and there's a button called add another language version. Click that and choose the other language that you want to add. Then you will then go to the event editing page again for the language version you just chose. And you will need to go through the same process that you submit for the first language version as well, to add all the event information and then submit for review. And then after the review, it will be published once it's approved. Okay, then that will be the end of our sharing session. And if you have any questions or any suggestion during you're using our event system, please feel free to contact us through the email or in our guidebook. At the bottom of our guidebook, you will also see our contact email address and also a Google form that we use to collect the feedbacks. Okay, that's all of our event sharing session. Thank you.